Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. Today we're checking out the Oracle Oculus 9-inch replacement Bi-LED headlight for the 2018 and newer Jeep Wrangler JL and the 2020 and newer Jeep Gladiator JT. Now we all know that for years now, the factory halogen headlights that are found in the Wrangler and even the all-new Gladiator leave a lot to be desired. And that's where Oracle comes in with their new Oculus 9-inch Bi-LED headlight that puts out 3,200 lumens of light at 5,500 Kelvin color temperature for a crisp, clean, cool white light. Now it is a Bi-LED style projector, meaning it's using the same projector for both low and high beams with a mechanical shutter inside that moves when you activate your high beams. Now to keep the LEDs performing at their optimum range, of course heat management is of concern, and Oracle is using built-in heat sinks as well as a mechanical fan to keep those LEDs running cool, to keep them running at their best performance and for the longest life possible. Now in addition to the main projector light, you can see we also have a LED DRL Halo trim ring to give your Jeep a bit of added style and get it noticed both during the day and at night. Now as mentioned, it is a plug-and-play style headlight requiring no modification to your Jeep to get it installed. They're utilizing a factory style connection that plugs right into your factory headlight wiring. Now there is one other connection here, and this is optional, but it's going to be for those LED Halo DRLs, and you will need to install their plug-and-play wiring kit to get those wired up. It's a simple 2-wire connection with a ground and a positive lead that gives you some options for installing it. Now speaking of installation, it is pretty easy to get these lights installed in your Jeep. In fact, you can probably do it in under an hour's time total with just a few simple hand tools. In fact, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First step is to go ahead and get the grill off of our Jeep, and if you need to know how to do that, you can click the info button to watch our Quadratec Academy video we put together showing you step by step how easy it is to remove the grill from your Wrangler or your Gladiator. It simply involves removing a couple clips along the top edge and then pulling along the bottom to remove some of the pressure clips. Now at this point here, we can go ahead and remove both the driver and passenger side headlight. Now each headlight is held in place with 3 10mm bolts. There are 2 on the inside edge of the headlight, one at the top and one at the bottom, and one on the outside at the top of the headlight, just near the hood latch here. So we grab our 10mm socket. I like to use an extension just to give us a little better access here. We can go ahead and get these out of the way. Now we can go ahead and remove the headlight from the grill, pulling it out, and disconnect the electrical connection in the back by depressing the tab. Pulling back. With the driver's side headlight out of the way, now we can go ahead and repeat the same steps to get the passenger side headlight out. So as I mentioned before, the Oracle Oculus headlights are a plug-and-play headlight that use the factory headlight connection. However, we do need to run the included wire harness that's going to supply power to those DRL Halo rings. Now the harness has a ring terminal on one end for ground and our positive lead. We're going to come back to that in just a few minutes. And at the other end of the harness, we can see we have 2 legs. We have a short leg and we have a long leg. Now the short terminal is going to stay right here in the passenger side headlight cavity. And with the long one, we can go ahead and run that across our radiator core support and drop it down into the driver's side headlight area. Now, there's a shield here on top of the radiator that we can lift up, and there's some factory wiring running behind that. That's a great place to go ahead and drop this wiring. Now you can remove this shield altogether. There's just a couple clips holding it in place if you like, but there's really no need to. We can lift it up out of the way, get plenty of access, and we'll come back and we'll zip tie that wiring in place to keep it nice and factory looking. Next, we can take the longer side of the lead with the ring terminal on the positive cable, and we can fish it right alongside of this factory wiring, running it up here alongside of our battery and next to our fuse box. We can tuck it right under here, underneath of the bolt securing the air intake, and then just continue working the way back alongside the battery with the wiring. Now once we have the wiring fished back here next to our fuse box and our battery, of course you have multiple routing options for running that wiring. I find the cleanest way to do that is simply by following all the factory wiring that's here already in place. It's going to give it a nice, clean, professional look when you're done your wiring, and it's going to keep it free from interfering with anything else under the hood. Now, the ring terminal here on our black ground lead is going to attach right here to a grounding post that's in place from the factory. You can simply use a 10mm socket to remove that nut and install our ground lead right there. Now for the positive lead here, we do have a couple options. Now you can use the accessory wiring if your Jeep had it present from the factory. Those 4 auxiliary switches on the dash, the wiring is going to be present right here next to the battery. Of course, you could connect that lead right here, and then you would have manual control of your LED DRL trim rings. However, Oracle also supplies you with this little fuse tap here, allowing us to tap into the factory fuse box for automatic control of those DRL trim rings, meaning when we start the Jeep, they're going to come on automatically without us having to activate any switch anywhere. So to use that, we're going to go ahead and remove the lid from our fuse box here, and this fuse tap is going to be installed into fuse slot F52, and that's found right here in the center of the box, just to the side of these 2 relays, and it's a 20 amp fuse here. That fuse spot happens to be for our cigarette lighter or auxiliary power port inside the Jeep, and the reason we're tapping into that is because it's only powered when the Jeep is turned on, giving us that automatic control of the wiring. Now, with the wiring present as it is, it's a little bit of a stretch to get it in here. I have a routing that I really like, running this wiring here behind the fuse box and following these factory connections here on the side of the fuse box up and over, and then we can install this here into that fuse spot. Now, by doing that, the nice thing is that the lid has been designed to accommodate these connections on the side of the fuse panel, meaning there's no chance that we're going to crimp our wiring here in the seal alongside the fuse box. We're not going to risk any water intrusion into here, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and extend these wire leads. I've got some simple wiring here. It's 18 gauge red wiring to match that you can pick up at any local auto parts store. I'm going to be using a couple butt connectors just to extend this wiring slightly so I can get a really nice routing. But as you can see, that wire harness installs really easy. Basically just 2 connections we need to make. At this point, we're ready to go ahead and put the new Oculus headlights into place here in our core support. We can grab the one for the passenger side here with an R marked for the right side on the back side. And as you can see, the Oculus is a really nice unit that's not only really well designed on the front, but they've even took into consideration on the back. It's a nice, fully enclosed unit. It's got these vent caps on the back. There's a cap right here in the middle that we can take off, and that's going to allow us to adjust and level the headlights once we have them installed. Now, there are 2 connections we need to make. First one here is going to be for our DRL Halo trim ring. Now, there is a little notch on this that will align with a tab inside the wiring harness. You can slide those together and then secure it with the little threaded collar. And the next connection here is for our factory wire harness connection. Because they're using a nice factory style plug, simply connect it right together. Make sure you hear that click. And we can set the headlight back into the bucket using the alignment tabs to set it into place. And we can re-secure it using those 3 10mm bolts that we removed from the factory headlights. Once we get the passenger side headlight in place, we can go ahead and get the driver one in place. Now, of course, before we throw the grill back on the front of our Jeep, it's a good idea to go ahead and test those headlights to make sure that the headlights work and also that the DRL Halo trim ring works. Once you're satisfied with that, we go ahead and reinstall our grill by aligning the tabs and simply pushing it into place. Now, of course, the last step you might need to do is to go ahead and align your new Oculus headlights. And Oracle does include the Allen key you need. As I mentioned before, there's that rubber cover on the backside giving you access to that alignment screw. And the way you complete that alignment is by simply taking a tape measure and measuring from the ground to the center of your headlight. And then on a wall about 25 feet in front of your Jeep, you want to mark a line at the same height as the center line of your headlights. And the lights should align just at or slightly below that line that you made on the wall so that you don't glare any oncoming traffic. Now, if you guys want to get more information or purchase a set of the Oracle Oculus headlights for your 2020 or newer Jeep Gladiator or your 2018 or newer Jeep Wrangler JL, You can click on that info button to head over to Quadratec.com. Of course, if you have any comments or questions about the headlights or how to get them installed in your Jeep, you can always leave those for us in the comment section below or contact us directly at any of the options on the screen. And you'll definitely want to hit that subscribe button so you're sure to catch all of our latest product reviews and installation videos. Till next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you guys out on the trail.